The following podcast has been rated Listener MA. It contains strong language, violence, adult situations, nudity. Listener discretion is advised.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Unfiltered Sportscast. I'm your host. My name is Scotty Gurman, and alongside me, as usual, I have two excellent stand-up comedians from here in the Wichita area. First, I've got the 1984 Kingman County T-Ball Defensive Player of the Year Award winner, Mr. Jeremy Joseph.
Hello, Scotty.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
What's your question?
How you doing?
What do you mean by that?
This is going forever. And then we also have a very, very excellent stand-up comedian as well. We like to call him the Wreck, Mr. Derek Alders.
Yes. How are you doing, Scotty?
I am doing just fine. I actually don't feel very good.
Yeah, you look like shit.
Thanks, man. I always look like shit, though. That's pretty normal.
Yeah.
Pretty, yeah.
Oh, is that what you meant when you asked me how I was doing?
Yeah, how are you doing?
Fine.
You're doing fine? Good.
You look like shit too, Jeremy.
I kept everybody in suspense as to how I was doing. I do look like shit.
Yes.
That's because I just got a haircut and I look my best.
Yeah.
My best is I have to work hard just to look like shit.
You do. You do, but you make it look
I am
effortless.
a hideous man.
I don't think any of us are attractive people, so it's okay.
I don't know. I put
What's on the
shirtless and
inside that
muscle and
counts?
fitness.
It's what on the inside, which we are all
Poop and guts.
We are horrible human beings.
That's just something ugly people say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I have a good personality. That's on my Tinder profile.
Yeah.
No picture, by the way. You got to keep them in suspense.
Yeah.
Anyways, it was. How was your Memorial Day weekend? We had a 3-day weekend off from our other jobs.
I had a 4. Actually.
You had a 4?
4-day weekend.
How the hell did you score that?
You got fired.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually on my, 6th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
6th day.
Yeah.
5th or 6th out.
He's on an 18-day weekend, folks.
Sure. Boy.
did you do anything fun?
I worked. I didn't have days off.
That's true. You worked
Yeah.
your ass off.
Yes, I did.
I probably drank too much. I don't know if I'm gonna drink for quite a while.
Yeah, I've heard you say that a lot.
This time, I think I'm being honest.
Why? Is it because you blew that dude in the parking lot?
Yeah.
That was enough? That was the straw?
I forgot my knee pads at home,
Yeah.
and so my knees got all scraped up.
Yeah, it wasn't 2 weeks
So-
ago when you were bent over in the bathroom. It was the guy that you blew.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went. I got to go be disappointed in some of our local vendors.
Yeah?
Our local stores, retail outlets.
Do tell.
Went to go look for some new furniture for my wrecked ass basement. Not the wreck, but
Yeah,
my
gotcha.
wrecked
No,
ass
I destroyed his basement.
Yeah.
I pissed
did.
and dumped water all over that motherfucker.
sure
He
did.
thinks it was a sump pump.
Yeah, I mean it really smells bad.
Yeah.
God, rainwater fucking stinks.
It
Guys.
does.
Especially when it's mixed
And-
with asparagus and Miller Lite.
Holy shit, is it salty? You would have never thought. Anyways, we went looking for new spare bedroom furniture for
Nice.
down there. And I'm not an entrepreneur. I don't really know
Yeah.
the world of business, but can I just put a message out to one of our local, what do you call these people? One of our local stores here. Ashley Furniture out west. If you're going to have a big Memorial Day sale and advertise the fuck out of it, be open on Memorial Day. Jesus Christ. I mean, they didn't say Memorial Day weekend sale or the week of Memorial Day or around Memorial Day. Memorial Day sale. It's on a big fucking banner across the front of their store and a little tiny sign under that. We'll be closed on Memorial Day to observe the holiday.
Not really open on Memorial Day.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That's pretty good.
I drove 400 miles.
400.
We got lost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
And we also went to watch some local comedy here, kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we ran into Jeremy, and we kind of hung out and watched that, and that was interesting not to say the least.
God. A couple of very full of themselves pricks in the world of stand-up who couldn't make it as stand-ups themselves now like to crack the whip on other comedians, and they want to be a big deal in some way, so they put together this nationwide contest called the World Series of Comedy. and what a couple of douches. We didn't compete in it. We just went to watch.
We had some friends
spoke to
that were
some
in
of
it,
these
yeah.
people. We had some friends who were in it. The main guy who puts it on, after everybody was done and sick of stand-up comedy and they just wanted to find out who won, he decided to go up and do 10 minutes of bad crowd work comedy wearing jean shorts, which is, for those who don't know, that is the number one rule of stand-up comedy. You don't wear shorts on stage.
Actually, that's the number 2. That's the number 2 rule, is not wearing shorts on stage. Number 1 is you just don't wear jean shorts fucking ever.
Well, yeah,
And then
that's a rule for life.
is you don't wear shorts on stage.
Yeah, you don't wear shorts of any kind.
Yeah.
Fucking swim trunks, cargo shorts, jean shorts, soccer shorts ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sometimes I'll go up in some John Stocktons, some real tight nut huggers. But
I'll wear the
other than
Lieutenant
that,
Dangles
I
every
mean,
now
I
and
got
again.
some sweet legs. My thighs are just creamy. But anyways, yeah. And then afterwards, told one of our friends who was competing in it, he shouldn't wear a hat on stage because you can't see his eyes. Really?
Well, you shouldn't dress like
Yeah.
you just left an ICP concert.
Yes.
So I think that's all you were missing was a chain wallet.
But yeah, it was almost like he was sitting there watching all these other comedians perform, doing pretty well, making everybody laugh, and went, I can't stand that this isn't all about me, so I need to finish this fucker out before I announce. I'm going to hold all you assholes in suspense.
Yeah.
And then, hung out with him a little bit, him and the comedians who performed in it, hung out with them a little bit afterwards, and he invited everybody out just so he could kind of hold court and have everybody lick his asshole. And when I didn't do it, he didn't care for it much.
It's like, what is it, the King and fucking role models?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Ken Jeong or
Kinda,
whatever?
yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
Here's your Denver omelet.
Yeah.
well, I guess for what people, maybe not in our area, but people in our area, we've had like nothing but shitloads of rain and thunderstorms and shit like that for the last couple of days. So we kind of have a guest that's wandering around our table. And that would be a dog.
Scotty's sister. That would be Scotty's sister walking around our table.
No.
We'll blow you for towels.
It's crazy. I live in Kansas, and I have a dog that is absolutely terrified of thunderstorms. Awful. Like, so scared of thunderstorms, it's ridiculous. I mean, I've told stories on this show already that when we leave them home and we don't kennel them, and we want them to have their room and stuff like that, and it storms and he tears up the entire fucking house.
Yeah, but I mean, he gave you a little bit of a remodel. At least he got rid of them fucking beanbag chairs.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, did he tear up some shit this time?
Oh, yeah, he did. He tore up 2 beanbag chairs. Let me tell you, that's real fun to clean up.
It's
Yeah,
been storming
but that
a
was-
lot lately,
It
too.
it has.
That was long overdue. Those beanbag chairs had to fucking go.
Oh, I know.
Now I just need to fucking teach him how to get a hold of that Cardinals shit, and he's going to be a good boy. Yes.
Don't touch that shit.
I don't know if the people can see on YouTube right now, but you're getting the same impression that I have. Your dog's a fucking prick.
He is
He's
kind
a
of a
big
prick.
sweetie. Yes, he is. Lay down.
But anyways, so over the I guess last week we have had some very interesting stuff in sports. We've got the finals that we get to talk about, and I was wrong about my picks, whether it was the Toronto Raptors or the Milwaukee Bucks, and I am fucking glad I was wrong.
I was wrong too. But
Yeah.
you know what? That's what I do on this
I don't
show,
think
is I be
anybody
wrong.
I don't think anybody was predicting this. I mean, that wouldn't have
Sure.
been the smart bet.
No.
But I don't care for it because, okay, here's what I don't like. Somehow we managed to have an all-American NHL finals, but our fucking NBA, we got one Canadian team and those fuckers snuck in.
I'm going to get rid of the
This
dog.
is why we need that goddamn wall.
Come on, Marcus.
Oh shit.
He's terrified.
Yeah, I'm scared of Jeremy.
I don't really
too.
know much about the wall, but
Jeremy has got him trained on that peanut butter.
He just wants to go over there and say, whoops, I about knocked the Cardinal deal off.
That's perfect. That is why he's a good boy. He's destroying all your Cardinal shit.
Yeah, that's what happens.
God, I see that acoustic guitar hanging. I really hope you don't play that.
No, I really don't, actually.
Okay,
That's
because
just
that would
there
be
for
the
show.
quickest way to get us to fucking leave.
Yeah.
oh god damn it, I forgot. I got
Here's Wonderwall.
Yeah, no,
Bye.
I'm out.
I was keeping some chicken gizzards in my pocket for later. I think that's why he's over here.
Probably.
Here he comes.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
already coming back. He's so damn scared. If you can kind of hear rain in the background, it's raining right now, so we're trying to...
It's rain and
Make
me
it-
pissing on all the Cardinal stuff.
Yeah,
Some
right.
rain is yellow.
Anyway, so we got the NBA Finals now decided. We've got, and here's the other thing. I was surprised because I thought Drake was going to fucking jinx the Raptors, right? Because the Raptors win. Well, basically they won 4 games in a row, but they won 2 in a row. Then they go and they beat Milwaukee at Milwaukee. Come back home to Toronto, and after that game that they won in Milwaukee, Drake announces and basically says, this year NBA Finals, there's going to be a Canadian team in there, and basically calls out and says the Raptors are going to be there before they win the last game. And I'm like, dude, shut your fucking mouth. Yeah. You can't wear a jersey or else your team loses, so don't say a goddamn thing.
Yeah, certain teams have certain fans who really make people hate the fucking team.
Yeah.
And so, God, I'm trying to think of other examples. I know there's plenty of them.
Yeah.
Spike Lee was kind of that way with the Knicks.
Yeah.
That's big time. Yeah.
You can say maybe Jack Nicholson with the Lakers.
Yeah,
but I love.
He more just sat there and watched.
How do you hate Jack Nicholson?
I know. He's
he's
fucking great anyway. But I'm trying. Yeah, he said Spike Lee. I can't really think of any of them that are just awful. You know what I mean? Stephen A. Smith is a fucking Knicks fan, diehard Knicks fan. He lost his shit after the Pelicans got the first round pick.
Yeah.
And that was hilarious. That made my day. But, I mean, realistically, Spike Lee and then Drake. Drake is the...
LeBron, when he was the Indians fan, all of a sudden, whenever they were in the World Series in 16, and all of a sudden he just starts showing up to games.
Right.
Like he's been there all year.
Right.
Fuck you.
He's been playing most of that time.
Yeah. But just because he's
from
a Cleveland.
Ohio.
Akron, yeah. He's from Akron, Ohio.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. He can still suck my ass.
I know, I agree.
Oh, I'm not
I don't
staying
like
up
him
for
one
him, but
bit.
at least he does have some claim to root for an Ohio team.
Yeah,
Right.
but I mean, it's like the way they made it look was the way that he'd been there at every fucking game, and he probably couldn't have named 2 players on that team until the playoffs started.
Right.
Bill Maher, he always shows up at Mets games whenever they're in an important game, which isn't often.
There's a lot of Yankees guys too.
Yeah.
Cusack with the Cubs, Bill Murray with the Cubs, but that's great.
Yeah.
Bill Murray is a Cub fan. That's
Adam
the best
Sandler's
Cub
a fucking Yankee fan.
fan. Yeah, but they're all out of New York.
Yeah, but he grew up there. He's from New York, or Brooklyn or something like that, I think. And so I give him that. But
Adam
me
Sandler
with
is
the
a
Cubs,
huge,
Jeremy with the Royals.
Yeah.
but Drake goes obnoxious. He's out on the floor. I get it. He's a fucking front row.
You're not on the team, dude.
Right, and he's like rubbing the coach's shoulders and shit like that whenever they're getting ready to win, and it's almost in the bag, and he's out there rubbing the fucking head coach's shoulders. It's like, dude, sit the fuck down.
Even if the game is practically won, and even if you are tight with the guy, he's got a fucking job to do. He's at work right now.
He's working right now.
And leave him the fuck alone, because if they wind up losing that fucking game, people are going to say, well, the fucking coach ain't got his head in.
Right.
At least he was relaxed, though.
Oh, sure. That's what we all need. So is Bob Kraft.
Jeez, yeah, exactly.
The one thing I will say, though, is fucking, if there was one series I would have wanted to go 7, it was that.
That one?
That was an entertaining series.
It was good.
But how fucking clutch is Kawhi Leonard?
He's a fucking beast, dude.
And it seemed like the fourth quarter, I caught bits and pieces of that game, but it seemed like he just took over the fourth quarter.
He did.
In Game 6.
He did.
He is a fucking, I like that guy.
I do too. The thing that kind of bothers me, though, is he's like the most emotionless person I've ever seen after a win.
No, that would be Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan
is the most emotionless person
I don't know. Have you heard some of Kawhi's?
The thing is, a lot of the most dominant, most successful sports figures, they are that way because they can approach it with, they don't let the pressure get to them. They don't let their emotions get to them. They're cold. They're calculating.
Right.
They just very routine. They don't, they've got their way of practicing it. Their mechanics don't change. And so they're fucking money with their shot every time. And
and for Toronto, the mission, it's not over yet.
Yeah.
I mean, watch him win the championship and then you'll see emotion.
Yeah.
I promise you'll see emotion.
I bet you're probably right.
But he's not going to, because the
and-
Warriors are going to win the fucking title.
Dude,
and that
know.
is for a guy who's got his sight set high. I mean, that's really where they come at is, we ain't done yet.
Yeah.
We just took another step.
Yeah, I'm with you. And the thing is with the Warriors right now, Yeah, I think I give the Raptors a 15% chance of winning that series.
I'm interested to see Draymond and Kawhi.
God,
That is what I'm interested to see.
Your dog just...
he's terrified.
Dominant.
He's fucking scared.
Is that what it is, or just because I'm a wonderful person?
Yeah. Jeremy's got that good pussy.
I sure do.
Jeez Louise.
Oh, shit. Whoa! And he's caught some headphones. Ladies, technical difficulties.
Jeez.
Fucking play Benny Hill.
Yeah. I don't even know what happened.
He caught your headphone cord was caught in his leg.
Naturally. That's what he does.
Yeah.
All right. Yay.
Oh
yeah, he
Stay
really
tuned. He'll be back.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not even. I don't even know if it's storming right now. He just wants attention. Scotty neglects animals.
No.
Yeah.
It's just, God, he just loses his shit whenever it rains or storms or stuff like that. He won't sit still. But can't give him enough CBD oil to calm that fucker down.
Oh, you can.
Oh, I bet we can.
You can. Yeah.
Anyway.
On the next show, let's see how high we can get Scotty's dog.
We're going to see the most chill fucking dog in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Anyways.
He's going to be on the front of a greeting card.
Yeah. But my boy, he had his kid. Fred VanVleet had his son.
He finally kidnapped one.
No.
I've been suspecting him a while.
I thought he was
sketchy.
that.
No.
Shouldn't
He
be
is.
allowed within 800 feet of a park.
That's
Yeah.
partially why I'm wearing my Wichita State stuff. But anyways,
Who's number 32?
that was actually Takale Cotton.
Oh.
I need to get a 23, but
If you're dyslexic, it's 23.
Oh, I
Right.
heard speaking of that, we put a pin in something that I'm going to come back to that I don't know if you guys had heard about, but go on with whatever the fuck it was you're
Somebody
talking
have a
about. Let's
pin?
talk about what you're talking about, Scotty.
well, we're still going over this Raptors and Bucks game. But anyways, so Fred has a pretty crappy first couple of games, right? And then he ends up having his son, and then just goes balls out the next two games. He played a huge part in them winning Game 4, like bad Game 5.
The big wins were when they took him at
Yeah.
Milwaukee.
Yeah. I mean, he ended up going 7 for 8 from 3-point line, or from the 3-point line, and just played an awesome game. And I mean, he plays excellent defense, especially for his size. And then he goes out the next game and he scores, I think it was like 14, something like that, which wasn't as much, but he's doing, I mean, the minutes that he's playing, he's making a huge difference. And so I'm just so stoked for the guy.
Yeah.
Pumped for the kid.
That's why he's doing so well now. He's got a fucking mouth to feed.
Yeah.
Before he didn't give a shit.
No, he had a daughter too. He's got 2 kids now.
Yeah, but I mean, what's his daughter going to do? Play in the WNBA?
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, his son be like,
she's
look
gonna
what
look
I
up
did.
to him for whatever because she's never going to get anything that good.
Oh,
No.
God.
But his son, he'd be like, see, you can do what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm really pumped for him. I like the guy. But anyway.
Now we're talking the Wichita State Shockers of that
Yeah.
particular era. I read something. I just caught the fucking headline of it, and I didn't get to see the meat of the article. Mm-hmm. Did you know that Cleanthony Early got shot?
Yes, I did know he got shot.
What happened?
You didn't hear about this?
Just recently or a long time ago?
wouldn't
No,
have
this was a
fucking-
while ago.
Yeah, I remember a lot. Yeah.
I wouldn't have brought it up if I had heard about it.
Oh, yeah. This
Knew about
was,
it. What happened?
I guess he was in some kind of club in New York.
That's
and-
called a gang. The clubs that shoot at you.
Yeah.
If it's not a gun
No.
club, it's a gang.
No, he was in a nightclub, and I don't know, but I
With
heard
Plaxico,
it was.
or-
No, yeah, he was hanging out with Plaxico Burris. But no, he was in a nightclub, and I think somebody was trying to hit him up for money or rob him, and somehow he got shot in like the kneecap, and he was out that entire season.
Yeah, because that guy's got to be worth hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, right now he's just not.
He's playing in Japan, I believe, is what I had.
Yeah, and
Red.
I can't remember. He may be coming home to play in the basketball tournament.
Awesome.
Have you heard about that?
I have not.
I
just found out he got shot.
I'm actually.
Did you know 50 Cent got shot?
Yeah, in the
How
face.
many times?
9, I think.
9 times.
9
yeah.
times? Wow.
Yeah, but
I just heard about this.
yeah.
Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
Did you know Plaxico Burris shot
I
himself
was too
in
busy
the fucking
partying
leg
like it was
too?
my birthday.
Yeah.
Anyway. But no, I'm actually trying to maybe reach out to the Aftershocks. That's going to be the Wichita team, and it's a whole bunch of alumni, which is really cool. A lot of my favorite players, being a Wichita State fan, super pumped.
Yeah, they're not doing anything, so.
What? Yeah, they are. They're all playing overseas and stuff like that. K-Ron Bradley's putting it on.
Baker's hurt right now, isn't he?
I'm not sure, but he's not
let
playing.
go by the Wizards.
And he's here locally in Wichita. And I mean, I'd love to have the guy on.
Boy, I'll tell you what. If anybody's eyes are farther apart than Ron Baker's, that guy can see behind him, looking straight ahead.
But that's how he's such a great shooter.
Oh yeah, peripherals like a motherfucker. There's no such thing as a no-look pass from Ron Baker.
He can see everything.
Yeah.
But, jeez. But yeah, I'm really excited. I think that's like July, like the 25th is whenever that tournament starts. And I believe of all of the region, which there's like 10 regions or something like that, like Wichita has the most tickets already bought by a lot. Like 10,000 to Wichita, it was like 50-some thousand. Like that's how many tickets have already been bought.
Yeah, that's probably why I couldn't get a ticket.
Yeah,
and I didn't try to buy one.
Oh God, you're such a shit.
Let me ask you guys a question here. If you're Ron Baker, now I don't know if he will get back into the NBA. Mm-hmm. He could potentially go play like over in Europe.
Yeah, he could.
I believe Clay Anthony Early is playing in Japan, is what I
think he's playing. I don't know where.
But I would imagine a guy like Ron Baker has probably got an open door to come be an assistant coach under Greg Marshall.
Absolutely.
Whenever he chooses. Which would you choose to do?
I would probably go play pro ball someplace for at least a while because, well, first of all, you're going to be making more money that way. You're not going to be making very much as a fucking assistant coach. That you're kind of volunteering your time at that point.
I don't know if you'd put him as an assistant as you would put him in helping recruit too.
That
is where I think that's where I would put him. To go out and get some of these guys.
Yeah.
Which most colleges, it is the assistants that go out and do most of the face-to-face recruiting.
Sure.
Because if anybody's got there's not really anybody that's got a better story than him.
No.
Pretty much.
No.
Yeah, right.
I mean, he was...
Him and Fred both.
Yeah, they were both.
Everybody would have been... He got Fred early.
Yeah.
So if Fred wouldn't have committed, I think Fred just stuck with his commit. Mm-hmm. But if Fred hadn't have committed early, if Fred would have went somewhere else. If Marshall wouldn't have had him found that quick.
That's possible. But
I guess with Baker, I think he's probably got a fairly bright future as a coach.
Oh, I agree.
Probably will be a head coach someday. So do you get that track started earlier?
I mean, you can't. It's up to him, obviously, but I would probably.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get you to make his decision for him.
I know. I'm
Scotty.
sorry.
I'm saying, what would you do?
I would still probably go over to Europe.
Okay.
I would probably get more. I mean, granted, he's got like multi-million-dollar contract. He's still getting paid because he had to fill it.
900-some thousand a year.
Is that what it was?
There's a guy that's been to Europe.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Tell him don't go to that fucking Guinness brewery.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
Don't
That's a
fucking go to Guinness.
And don't give any of those guys from Ghana your money.
Right. But the other thing I wanted to kind of briefly talk about, we just watched a video of Giannis walking out of a post-game interview.
Yeah.
What did you guys think about that?
Emotion. Hey, while you're up, grab me a beer, Jeremy.
No, but...
I'm going to go bug the dog.
Sweet.
Anyway.
I didn't have to get up and do that. Thank you, Jeremy Joseph.
You the man, Jeremy Joseph.
Oh, shit.
Anyways.
Just emotion, I think. I mean, you just lost game 6. You just got knocked out of the fucking playoffs.
Yeah.
How would you feel? I think I know you kind of, I don't know if they get paid to do those post-game press conferences as a loss.
Yeah.
They don't get paid so much as it is required by their contract.
Yeah, that's more or less what it is.
What it is a kick in the fucking nuts.
Yeah, it is.
What it is.
It is, but also they owe the media, that's who makes them the superstars.
Right. Yeah,
And,
all the coverage and stuff like that.
It's the TV coverage, the fucking radio broadcasts.
Mm-hmm.
It's the all the talk shows that talk about them, the sports centers, the fucking newspapers, Sports Illustrated, all that shit is what makes them the celebrities that lets them command these huge, ridiculous salaries.
True.
And so you do owe it. Plus, I've always said this, is that ticket sales, TV ratings, merch sales.
Yep.
It is the fans who pay your fucking salary, and it is the media in which we communicate with the players.
Yeah.
So if you lost, you owe it to the fans who have been supporting you all year.
Right.
Who explain yourself.
Right.
What happened?
My favorite.
Nobody's getting up your ass. Just what happened?
Yeah.
My favorite post-game press conference that and Jeremy, you'll know this, was when K-State had Frank Martin, and they got knocked out of the tournament.
Right.
And a reporter asked, was it Poland? I think it was Poland. Jacob Poland. Yep. They asked Poland how it felt to be, I don't know if it was knocked out of the tournament or he was a senior and that was his last chance. And Poland teared up. And Frank Martin goes, "Is that what you fucking wanted to do? You just made the fucking kid cry. Did you set out for your did you accomplish your mission? Is that what you wanted to do?" And I think that's what really made me like Frank Martin. And I'm crushed that he wasn't at K-State anymore because I could root for K-State when they had Frank Martin. I hate Bruce Weber.
Yeah.
But when they had Martin and for him to stand up for his player like that, and didn't give a shit about the repercussions.
Right.
And you'll see that quite a bit in college where the coaches will do that because they are not professional athletes and they are still kids.
But Giannis, how long's Giannis been playing ball? He hadn't played
6-7 years.
Not long.
In the NBA. Look it up.
Not in the NBA. He hadn't been in the NBA 7 years.
Look
No
it up.
fucking way.
I'm serious.
Now, you know what's fucking bullshit is you're going to make me spell Giannis Antetokounmpo. Fuck you, first off.
You don't have to.
Jesus, how many other Giannis's come up?
GIA. And it'll probably.
You know what? You know how my phone knows I'm fat? I start typing GIA and it says Giant Donut Dallas is what immediately fucking Google suggests to finish. And fuck Giannis. I want to know where the Giant Donut in Dallas is.
You know how I know
Hypnotic Donuts and Biscuits.
You know how I know I'm fat? Fucking look.
Mirrors.
I got a mirror, and I have seen myself naked way more than anybody ever should.
Oh, Lord. No, I'm almost
I
positive.
don't know. I've seen you naked a lot, Jeremy.
I believe
have.
that Giannis has
Not enough.
actually been playing for a while. Because I looked it up the other day, and I was fucking shocked. It may not be like 6 or 7, but it's like 4 or 5.
Well, he gets paid enough to afford a good therapist
Sure.
to go fucking cry on that guy's
No
shoulder.
shit.
In the meantime, and there was a big dispute back in the 80s.
13-14 was his rookie year.
Yeah. Do you realize that's fucking 6 years ago?
You said 7, so you were wrong.
I was close.
Scotty.
Fucking wrong.
Fuck yeah.
6 years ago.
Goddamn.
6 years. But can you believe he's been in the NBA that long? I don't feel like I've seen a whole bunch of his.
But before, I want to know how long he played like in Greece. I don't think that was his. It's kind of like, I think he was kind of like an Embiid deal. Where Embiid really didn't play a lot until he he played maybe a year or two and then went to college and got paid to go to KU. And then that's whenever.
Exactly.
So, and
They
I think
paid better at KU than they do in wherever he was from.
Yeah, but I think Giannis, I think it was the same deal. I don't think Giannis, I think his brother is what got him in. I watched this big story on him before the season started on 2020 because I'm old. But I watched
2020.
that. That's what it was.
I believe you.
And, I'm curious how long he's actually been playing basketball, period.
I have no idea. I don't know.
It just was a very bad, immature look for him. And what also didn't help is that the first he had answered 5 or 6 questions before with pretty good composure, and then this reporter who asked this question. Now, I didn't quite get her question. I don't know how it was supposed to be answered, but it was also the first female reporter who asked him a question. And I know, and I'm not trying to stereotype, but I know some people from Greece. Men there are very macho, and it almost looked like I shouldn't have to talk to a woman.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
That's
if
a
what it is.
bad look.
And he hasn't addressed it yet.
No,
He hasn't addressed why he did.
And there was a big controversy in the 80s and 90s about, especially in the NFL, women reporters being allowed in the locker room. And, I don't think that should be allowed because I don't think reporters should be allowed in the locker room, period. And a lot of them are like, well, that's where the best emotion is.
Fuck
You
that.
mean the time when they're going to say something they're going to regret?
Yeah,
That's what's going to happen. That's what you want, you fuckers.
But that makes good TV.
Exactly right.
It does.
That makes good TV.
But you're not wanting to capture the emotion. You're wanting to fucking get the scoop on
You
them
want a
fucking
scandal.
up.
Yeah.
You want a scandal so you can break your name and get out there to fucking ESPN or whatever.
Yeah, you're
from
just trying to
local
dry your
station.
fucking dick off, and you
Yes.
got 9 people in front of
Yeah.
you with a microphone. Like, how'd it feel to drop the ball?
Yeah,
How do you fucking think it felt, dickhead? It felt wonderful. I love losing the
Yes.
Super Bowl. Yeah.
I really love missing that fucking 32-yard fucking
Field
field
goal.
goal.
You know what? We don't even discuss that.
No, not that. I was talking for the Bills.
Okay, ours was
the Super
43.
Bowls.
Yeah, 43-yarder.
Yeah.
That's Cody Parkey.
But I mean, that's where they
I see
change
him, I'm still
clothes.
gonna
That's where
fight
they
him.
shower. That's kind of supposed to be their safe space, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah,
base.
sometimes emotions run high in there, and but when you come out to that press conference, you should have composed yourself. You should have, be ready for some hard questions, and remember that this is your fucking job.
yeah.
And that really, I'm very disappointed in him just walking out.
Yeah.
Even if you don't want to break down on camera,
I
show that you give a shit. I mean, it's not a bad look if you do cry at the press conference after losing a game like that. You had your heart broken.
Yeah.
You don't get to go to the champ. That shows you actually give a fuck
right.
about what you're doing. Nothing pisses me off worse than a player on a team that I'm rooting for who fucks up and just acts like nothing happened.
What I want to see is I want to see diehard fans in press conferences.
Yeah.
Not asking the questions, but like on the panel.
I mean, it was a good movie and all, but why do you want them in the fucking press conference?
Me included.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Me included. I think that would be fucking hilarious.
I think it would be, too.
How did you feel when Parkey missed that? That motherfucker! If I ever see that son of a bitch, like that would be even. That's
Let-
what you
let
want.
the-
Fucking good TV.
There you go.
That's good TV.
That is good
Because what's
TV.
the first thing that pops up when some bullshit happens? Like when the fucking Giants draft a bullshit ass player,
Yeah.
or the Bears kicker fucking sucks dick. First thing that happens, you get all the reactions of the fans. It's
Yeah.
easier to find fan reactions than footage of the fucking fuck up.
Yeah, exactly.
I would love to see that as a press con. That would be fucking hysterical.
The
Just
fact
have
that
the fans, be the ones asking the questions.
Yeah.
Because I sincerely hope we never get legitimate press credentials. Because I would go to Chiefs games and
I would love that.
excuse me,
I
Coach
would-
Reed,
yeah.
Jeremy Joseph here, Unfiltered Sportscast. What the fuck are you doing? Throw the goddamn ball! We can't run for shit! Defense! Motherfucker! I'll hang up and listen to your answer on up here.
Mr. Nagy, Derek Alder's Unfiltered Sportscast. He hit the fucking post 4 times in one game. Why is he here? Why? Did you not see me holding the sign with the D? And then my wife had the fence in the crowd. You played defense on that 4th and goal. But you let Nick Foles just throw it right in there.
Oh, Jesus.
Brian Regan has that great bit about. Has that ever helped? Has any coach been like, okay, they got the ball. What are we gonna do? Defense. We should play defense. All right, guys, that's what we're gonna do. On 3, 1, 2, 3, break.
That's why Popovich was the best ever. When Popovich
yeah,
was like,
fucking love
what do you
him.
think you need to do in the second half? And he's like, got to play better.
Play better. Moving on.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder how those coaches keep from ripping those sideline reporters' heads off.
Oh, I can't imagine. I
Because
can't.
they're going into that halftime a lot of times just pissed.
Yeah,
Even
fucking
if they're
fuming.
winning, they've seen all the shit we're doing wrong and feeling like how I felt.
Yeah.
Doing Andy Reid.
I think as an NBA coach would probably have it a little bit easier than a college coach. I think a college coach would be fucking steaming out of his ears a lot easier than an NBA coach. So when you got Greg Marshall giving a halftime interview on his way into the locker room and stuff like that, and they're down by 6 or 7 points, and he's just like, "Yep, we gotta D that guy up a little bit better. We gotta rebound a little bit better and stop turning the ball over." And because right when he turns the fucking corner after closing the door behind that locker room, it's like, "You motherfuckers!"
He looks like a guy who stepped on a nail and doesn't want anybody to know.
Yeah.
I thought we need to rebound the ball better. And that's it.
Shit.
Well, what do you?
Thank you.
The thing with the NBA too is, I mean, and even go back into the '90s. Like, what do you need to do? Well, we need to stop Jordan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and fucking everybody else. Like, we need to stop Kawhi. Well, that's not going to happen. We got to stop Curry. Not going to happen. They're gonna. You need to stop everybody else. Just let them fucking get there.
Yeah, just let them
College,
get the
it's a
ball.
little bit different,
Right.
But NBA, I mean, yeah, fucking Jordan went off for 40 in the first half. Well, there's a fucking reason. He's Michael fucking Jordan,
Right.
Yeah, you can't stop that guy.
I saw an article, and I hate doing this, but I'm going to, that somebody wrote an article that Kawhi Leonard is the closest thing to Jordan that we have seen since. And I don't know.
It's a valid argument.
Kobe.
Currently,
Okay.
Kobe to me is the closest. Maybe
Since Michael Jordan.
Kobe.
Kobe.
Currently, Kawhi. Since Jordan, Kobe.
Okay.
Absolutely, Kobe.
Yeah. I mean, you've seen videos of fucking Kobe, just like mirrored images
Absolutely.
of Michael Jordan. It's crazy.
Kobe was a little shorter, right?
Yeah. Kobe, I think,
was
was
he?
like 6'4".
6'4", okay.
And I think
6'6" was Jordan.
6'6" was Jordan.
That's what they listed him as. He always disputed that, said he was closer to 6'7", but
No, well.
Yeah, I'm
Whatever.
listed as 5'10", but I think I'm more like 6'2".
Well, I'm pulling for the Raptors, but if I had to be a betting person, I've got Golden State in 6.
I'm
It
pulling
seems-
for Golden State, period.
it
Why?
seems like Golden State does everything that Toronto does, only better.
Well, yeah.
I mean, Toronto obviously won, Milwaukee had the better inside game, but Toronto shot very well from the outside, but I don't think you're going to outshoot Golden State.
No, I don't. You can't. And then, I mean, KD is out for at least the first game. They've announced that.
Well, he traveled to Toronto, though.
Yeah, he went, but
That says something, because originally he wouldn't even go.
I think it's the NBA Finals. You fucking go.
Yeah.
You know. And the other thing is the Raptors have home court advantage, so they get 2 at home, win both of them, go up on Golden State 2 games.
I think it's going to go 6 games. I think Toronto will win a couple.
I think it's 5.
5. And see, I can't disagree with you. I really do think that the Warriors are the better team. It's just, goddamn, Toronto's fucking scrappy as hell.
They are.
I
They
just-
they're pesty.
They're pests.
They
I
just
just
won't
can't
go
root
away.
for the Raptors.
Why?
After what they did to those people in that poor park over and over and over again.
And then people kept going fucking
to
back.
the park.
Well, and what if Steph Curry brings his clicker?
Yeah.
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 Hey, you just control them motherfuckers.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all you got to do.
Just see him out on the
Stare
court,
him.
just clicking at Fred VanVleet.
Yeah.
He's
Kawhi.
I'm the alpha.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's it.
Jeez. Anyway, I'm pulling for the Raptors though. I'm seriously hoping that because if the Raptors win, Fred VanVleet would be the very first Wichita State Shocker to win an NBA final.
Well, then go Warriors.
Fuck off. Piece of shit.
Antoine Carr never won one?
Antoine Carr was in 2 consecutive. The Jazz still have not won an NBA Finals.
Really?
No, they went up against the Bulls 2 years in a row, and Michael Jordan
okay.
fucking smoked them.
Game.
that-
Well, they got to 6 Jordans last year.
Yeah,
And the shot.
and then
That
he
was
hit that
the shot.
which
Yep.
Jordan definitely pushed off, but he made it.
But he's Jordan.
Yeah,
he's gonna get that
he's
call.
gonna
He's
get that
not.
call.
Yeah, not gonna.
Well, yeah, he's not going to get called for
Yeah.
that. But yeah, Jazz lost to Jordan 2 years in a row.
You know what I think of
I don't
when I
think-
think of Jazz? Utah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just that
Everybody
is
knows
the
that's
birthplace of
knowledge.
jazz.
Isn't that what they said in basketball, that the Jazz moved from New Orleans to Utah where they don't,
Don't
allow
like
music?
music. Yeah. Yep. That's it.
It's like all the lakes in drought-ridden California.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And Xavier McDaniel never played on a good enough team.
Played on the Celtics.
For a couple years.
I thought he was a Sonic, didn't he? And a Nick.
He might have bounced around there at the
Yeah,
end, but
he
he
might
was a
have bounced
Celtic mainly.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
But I know he played for the Knicks for at least a year. There's that famous picture of him and Jordan.
him and
like
Jordan.
head to head,
Yeah,
forehead to forehead.
he was
just-
a bad motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
he wouldn't.
Yeah,
he wouldn't put up with your shit. I don't care
No.
who you are.
My
No, and then when they inducted him into the Kansas Hall of Fame, I heard that on the radio. I happened to be in the car, and all he did was bitch that they lost his fucking luggage. In the air, he was dressing like jeans and a t-shirt, and that was
shit.
why. But that's all he wanted to talk about was how the fucking airline lost his luggage.
I've actually heard
fucking
he's a
funny.
fucking nice guy.
Really?
Oh, excellent
yeah.
dude. Excellent dude.
They have an auction here. It's an auction for the Special Olympics. They're not like auction off retards or nothing, but it's a sports memorabilia auction. All the proceeds benefit. It all goes towards Special Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they had Xavier McDaniel one year, and they were going to pay McDaniel to come in, sign autographs, and he'd get a percentage of it or whatever. And McDaniel's like, no, I don't want anything. So I think that was like $20 or something to get X-Man's autograph, Xavier's, and he signed it all for nothing. And I don't even think he wanted him to pay for the hotel they put him up in.
Yeah.
He was going to do it all for free just to benefit that charity. He didn't want anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so for that guy has the utmost respect from me.
Yeah, I agree.
He got my respect when he guest starred on an episode of Married with Chug.
Yeah, I remember that.
Shit.
Peggy got him in a fight with Al.
Fuck. I know.
My favorite picture, I think, ever, though, it's not of him. It's of Gary Payton and Jordan.
Yeah.
And there's a photo that Gary Payton, and he signs it this way. He signs, the inscription says, "Fuck you, Gary Payton." That is the inscription, and it's like of him and Jordan going against each other.
Yeah, but there's a story behind that.
And I don't know that story, and I can't remember it. I used to, and I don't remember it now.
So Jordan dunked on somebody, and I can't remember
Kemp,
who.
maybe?
No. It was somebody smaller than Peyton because Gary Payton, after Jordan dunked on him, said, "You know what? Pick on somebody your own size." So then Jordan goes back down the very next player, a couple plays after that, and then fucking dunks on Gary Payton.
And then
Like
he turns to the
poster-
bench. That's where he's trotting down the...
and he just goes,
Yeah.
"What?" That's that story.
Okay, see, I didn't know that, the
Yeah.
whole story. 'Cause
Yeah.
I remember, too, back then, because Gary Payton was always the glove. Because he was a very great defensive player. And I remember when Ron Harper was coming around, they were starting to tout Ron's defense in Chicago, and they called Ron Harper the Mitten, which is like the that's the shittiest nickname you could ever have.
That's
like
terrible.
The Mitten. No!
Not even the glove.
Yeah, not the Mitten.
You're-
You can only use two appendages with the Mitten.
You can take hot things out of the oven.
Like the only worst, that's the only worst one. The oven mitt.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Holy
no,
shit.
God, there are so many. When I think back about it, just those moments of Jordan, those legendary moments where they just show him in all the highlight reels. You know, him hitting that last second shot against Cleveland and him fucking jumping and doing the fucking fist pumping.
Cleveland, are you talking about Utah?
No, Cleveland against the Cavaliers.
This was before
back
he
in-
had won a
Yeah.
championship.
In the early 90s.
Yep,
late 80s.
little turnaround drifter off to the left that he sunk, and all you can hear is, "Away, the Bulls win, they win it," and he just sitting there going like this.
Yeah, I remember that.
I believe it was in Cleveland too. Wasn't
I'm
it?
pretty sure because he was
And-
wearing reds.
I
Fucking
mean,
Mark
just
Price
fucking-
days.
And I think Cleveland was kind of favored to win the whole thing, and that was just another letdown for
that's
Cleveland
just
fans.
Was that back when they had like Brad Daugherty and Mark Price?
I couldn't even tell you
I
who
couldn't. I
was on their
I'm
team.
a diehard Jordan fan, and I can't even remember who was on that Cleveland team.
And like the fucking, the switch and hand layup against the Lakers in the
Yeah.
championship for no fucking reason.
Yeah,
he
just
had
did
no
it.
reason to do that other
No.
than he could.
Yeah,
But I mean, just so many of those poster moments.
I know we're gonna keep on going on about this, but I found the 1992 NBA Superstars VHS on fucking YouTube the other night, and I watched the whole goddamn thing, and it was fucking awesome. I mean, the nostalgia just from it was amazing, but Born to Be Wild was one of the songs that was played for one of the players, and it was Charles fucking Barkley, and I was just like, oh, that's awesome. And I can't remember, but Dominique Wilkins was on it, Jordan was on it, Karl Malone and John Stockton's was together.
It's
Dominic, I really liked him.
I did too.
Jordan always.
he was the second
said-
coming before Jordan. He was the guy.
Yeah, he was the guy right before Jordan.
I think Dr. J kind of always thought he passed the torch on to Dominique, and then Jordan comes along because Dominique was just a couple of years older.
Yeah.
But Jordan always said that if there was a defender that he did not like going up against, it was Dominique Wilkins.
And Joe Dumars. He did not like going up
I'm
against
sure
Joe
he
Dumars.
didn't, but as far as that could compete with him.
Oh, yeah. Offensively, yeah, definitely.
But I mean, defensively,
Sure.
if there was anybody who could truly contain him, it would have been Dominique Wilkins.
Really?
It's been a while. I think it was on ESPN
He
Classic.
could hold him to 25 points a night.
It was on ESPN Classic or NBA Network, and it's been a few years ago since I've seen it, but they were broadcasting like games from like Barkley's rookie year and Ewing and Jordan.
Yeah.
And one of them they were broadcasting. I can't remember who it was. It might have been Olajuwon. and they were talking Olajuwon's rookie year, and they announced, and it's the actual broadcast, and they're playing, and you hear it's like the very beginning of the game, and they're watching Hakeem Olajuwon. They go, and there's a lot of good guys that came out this year. I mean, you've got so and so excited about Sam Bowie, and Chicago thinks they might have something special with this Michael Jordan kid, and I'm just sitting there listening to these broadcasters just mind blown.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool. I saw Barkley's rookie, like one of his rookie games. I'm like, fuck, he wasn't fat. Like,
No.
he was
pretty small.
He was a fucking horse, though.
Yeah, he was.
6'5" rebounding machine.
Yeah. Yes.
In the time of 7'2" guys, every team had a 7-foot-plus guy.
Yeah.
And he was out rebounding all of them.
He was a bad
Him and
motherfucker.
Rodman.
Yeah,
He
him and
fucking
Rodman,
forward.
too.
Fought for
but
every
a 6'5"
ball.
power forward. And, that's kind of the shit. And I've been doing a lot of thinking about the whole LeBron versus Michael and why I like Jordan so much more. And I finally put my finger on it because everybody knows Jordan was also an asshole.
Yeah.
And he would get up his teammates' asses.
Yep.
But it was always, dude, you got to step your fucking game up, make yourself better to help this fucking team. Whereas LeBron is, dude, you ain't good enough to be on this fucking team. You got to go.
Yep, or under the bus. Well, I did my part.
Yes, I did my
I'm
part.
the greatest player in the world. I did my part.
Yep.
Yeah, Jordan did not, try to fucking dump anybody off. It was, you're better than this.
Yeah.
You can fucking, but I'm going to ride your ass until you show that you're better than this.
It was just that question, too, though. And then when you had LeBron say, I'm the greatest player in the world. LeBron said it during a press conference during the finals.
Yep.
I'm the greatest player in the world. I'm not worried that I'm down. And I think that was I'm not worried I'm down 3-1 or whatever he was. And I think they came back. I don't know if that was the year they came back and won that or not. But
I don't know.
But he said that I'm the best player in the world.
Yeah, I remember when he said that.
They asked Jordan, "Are you the best player in the world?" He goes, "I don't know." He goes, "Magic and Larry and Bert and all these guys do it. Do I think I'm up there? Maybe. Should I be in that conversation? Maybe." But he never came out and just straight out went, "I'm the best player in the world."
That's why Scottie Pippen was known for saying it because this was right after LeBron said that, and Scottie Pippen said, "You never say that you're the best ever.
No,
everybody else needs to say you're the best ever."
Yeah, you don't give yourself that validation.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's that really came clear in that 92 Dream Team. Mm-hmm. Bird and Magic, who hated each other notoriously, both kind of came together just talking to each other in the fucking locker room. And the way Magic always put it was he looked at Bird and went, "There's a new fucking sheriff in town, and it ain't us."
Right.
And Bird wholeheartedly agreed. And those were the two guys.
Yeah.
For a decade that had been the faces of
The NBA. Yep.
I still love that documentary they made on that Dream Team, and they were showing them in the photo shoot with Magic and Bird and Jordan, and somebody said something. Magic goes, "Don't get too close to Michael; they'll call a foul." As their president.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
I like that. Well, anyways, that's a lot of basketball we got through right there.
Yeah, all of it from the '90s.
All of it from the '90s, and
it used to
NBA
be a lot better.
because they were better. Exactly.
But I got Warriors in 5. Jeremy, what do you got? Besides herpes.
Warriors in 6.
Warriors in 6.
Warriors in 6. Okay, and I've got Warriors in 6 as well.
All right.
Okay, so let's see. Oh, I was going to talk about Wichita State baseball head coach Todd Butler was finally let go after, I believe it was 4 seasons or 5 seasons. I can't remember. He's been there for a while.
Yeah.
And the thing that sucks, man, is he had awesome recruiting classes. Like they were always in the top 10, top 25.
Connor Gillespie, right?
Yeah, he had a whole bunch of studs and stuff
He had
like
2
that.
guys his first or second year go first round.
Yeah. And the thing is just, God, they just couldn't put together winning seasons. That was the biggest thing. And so, and for what it's worth, I've met Todd Butler. You've met Todd Butler. I don't have a bad fucking thing to say about the guy.
I was selling cars, and he come in. I didn't know who the fuck he was. And I started bullshitting baseball with him. Because they always say with the first rule in sales and car sales, find common ground some
Right.
way, shape, or form. In sales period, really. And so we somehow got on baseball, and I didn't know who the fuck he was. And we're talking about baseball, and then I was like, "Oh, you're the guy that replaced Stevenson." He goes, "Yeah," and I said, "Oh, okay,e," because he handed me his card, and it said Wichita State, and I go, "What do you do for Wichita State?" And he goes, "I'm the baseball coach," and I was like, "Oh, really?" And I remember him telling me the story about. because I'd asked him, have you ever, because he came from, I think, Alabama. That's where he came
Arkansas.
from. Arkansas? Was it Arkansas?
I'm pretty sure it was Arkansas.
One of the A.
One of the A's.
One of the A redneck states.
Yeah.
And so he goes, yeah, I had at one time, I asked him about like recruiting. Have you ever recruited any major leaguers or da-da-da? And he goes, yeah, I had a guy call me one time and he says, hey, I got a hot tip for you on a prospect here in Florida. And it's a shortstop, and I think he's a great prospect. I think he's going to be great. And he said he went down there, and he calls the guy, and he goes, hey, I saw your guy. Man, you weren't kidding. He's great, but he's going to be a fucking first round. It was Javi Baez.
I figured it too.
It was Javi Baez. I was like, no fucking way. He goes, yeah. I'm like, really? Thanks. You just fucking had sent me all the way down there to recruit a guy that's going to be a first rounder right before he goes to college.
Right.
And I was never a Gene Stevenson fan. I always thought he was a prick.
He was.
But
you're not lying.
He was a winner. He won fucking baseball games. He was a hell of a coach. I mean, they were a staple of the College World Series for 10 years at least.
Yeah.
I mean, they were there every other year, if not every year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a hard thing to do. And it's a hard thing to recruit people to Wichita, where the weather sucks a lot of the time. I mean, how many fucking baseball games have gotten rained out?
Oh yeah, just in the
year.
Just in the Midwest alone.
Well, we got 30 inches of rain this month. I think is what we've got.
Jesus fucking Christ! It really hadn't stopped raining.
No,
jeez,
30 inches of rain.
Yeah,
that's like 9.5 of my dicks.
Yeah.
For those of you math majors out there, look it up.
I can't do that math in my head. I need a piece of paper.
The Arkansas
Slide
River's
rule.
full.
Arkansas River, you fuck.
Arkansas.
That is such a fucking hick
Arkansas. I hate that
I
shit.
fucking hate it too.
What's the state?
And I'm from here.
Let me ask you this: what's the state where they supposedly fuck their cousins?
Arkansas.
That's right. It is Arkansas.
Well,
People are like, no, that's Arkansas. I'm like, you can't take the river and leave the inbreeding. It's all one big fucking thing.
That's right.
Those of us here in the great state of Kansas,
Yeah.
we pronounce it Arkansas River.
Yeah.
What was Chad Daniels' old joke? If I hear you say Arkansas one more time, I'm gonna fucking stab you in the face with a knife.
Absolutely.
I don't like it.
Oh, well.
And it's a shitty river anyway compared to other states' rivers.
Big
Yet
time.
we somehow picked up the moniker of River City.
Yeah.
And we had a River Fest, and
Yeah.
And it's never full.
And they have to clean the shit out of the river before they have River Fest. Yeah. It's like, well, we should probably clean all these floating turds and tires.
So all the white trash people can come out and,
Go see the Mississippi or the Missouri or the fucking, what is it? Is it Chicago River and the East River?
Chicago? Fuck, I don't even know.
I mean, it looks like a fucking...
The one that dyed green, that joint.
Yeah. It looks like a fucking...
Fuck, go see River Phoenix's grave before you go see our river.
It's bad. It's pretty bad.
I jerk off to the picture of that grave a lot.
Oh, God.
I just jerk off to pictures of graves in general.
I love young Indiana Jones.
Oh, God.
Anyways,
Jesus.
but, you couldn't get a decent-sized boat down this river.
No.
And... those are navigable, like, fucking freight line rivers. That's what a river looks like. If you want to have a river fest, you should have a river.
You can literally walk across this fucking thing.
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
Not now.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Not now.
Not now. That fucker's
Most of
full.
the time, you wouldn't get past waist deep.
No.
In this river.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway. But my question was, back to sports. My bad. We got off on
I'd like to talk rivers for at least another half hour.
Yeah. I'll take geography. I'll take bodies of water for $1,000.
I don't want to talk about Doc Rivers, though.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
No.
Or Joan. Fuck that yacht, too.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, so now that Todd Butler has been let go, who do you think is going to be the next head coach for Wichita State?
Well, you said who the candidates were. Go ahead and go through those.
There would be Kevin Hooper.
Okay.
Eric Wedge,
Darren
Dreifert, Mark Standiford.
I don't know who the last guy is.
Mark Standiford played. Actually, he coached me.
Okay, so that guy's fucking out.
No, he's one of the better baseball players, better hitters of all time.
Then why are you not in the show and you're doing a fucking podcast with us?
I don't know.
So he's out. I'm gonna go. I was talking to somebody about this yesterday, and they're like, Kevin Hooper would be a great grab. That would be fucking amazing. And And the hometown nostalgia because he played for Wichita State. But I'm like, if that's such a great hire, he would have been managing a pro somewhere else other than the Wing Nuts, which is not even minor league baseball. It's
unaffiliated.
Unaffiliated. He would have been doing something other than that. Not to discredit the guy, and maybe the guy needs his shot, but I would go with a more proven guy, and I would go with Eric Wedge.
If you could afford him and he would do it, I would take Eric Wedge as well.
I think Eric Wedge would build a winner again.
I don't disagree with you. I like every single option that I just named, though. I really do. I like Kevin Hooper. Kevin Hooper was a stud dude.
I don't dislike Kevin
No,
Hooper,
I understand.
But I just don't think that you hire the guy just because he played for Wichita State.
I completely agree.
Would Darren Dreifert get injured coaching?
Would he get injured coaching?
He never could stay healthy as a
I think
player.
if he threw a water bottle, he would be fucked.
Fuck, yeah.
He'd be six
Need Tommy John surgery just from fucking chewing Hubba Bubba.
Who the fuck did he throw at that one time? And the guy charged the mound at him, and Darren about beat the shit out of him. Andre Scalaraga?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
I didn't know he even threw more than 7 pitches in the major leagues.
Yeah, dude. I mean, whenever he was not hurt,
he was a hell of a hitter too.
He could fucking smash as a pitcher.
When he wasn't pitching, he was playing outfield.
Yeah, he played left field. Him and Travis Wyckoff.
But no, I would go with Eric Wedge any day of the week. I am a big believer that catchers make the best managers because they are managing the game from behind the plate.
Behind the plate.
They have
very smart. Yes,
that's a good
They
point.
have to study the other team's lineup, know what their strengths, what their weaknesses are.
Yeah.
And know and understand the pitcher that they're working with as well, and know what his strengths and weaknesses are. And so they're really kind of a quarterback on the field type of, so I would go with Eric Wedge, not to mention major league experience. Now, in college, you are more of a coach than a manager too. You're still developing the players and actually teaching the players, whereas in the major leagues, the manager, you're assuming they already know the fundamentals and how to play, and they have coaches.
Right.
Your job is to manage the lineup, manage the pitching rotation,
Yep.
get the right people in the right spots at the right times. So maybe being affiliated with the major leagues for so long has taken him away. He may not be able to teach kids worth of shit, but I guarantee he's the best game manager out of all of them.
Probably, yeah. But then you can also get some of these other guys because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if Todd's staff is going to go with him, wherever they go, right? But they just hired on Mike Pelfrey as a pitching coach.
I heard he'll probably stay.
I'm assuming he probably will stay. Kimnitz is pretty much, he's retiring. They brought Gene back just for a little bit.
If I've ever met a creepier old man than Gene Stevenson, I don't know who the fuck it was. He came into
Jim Leland.
He came into a bar I was fucking working at, and my granted the waitress that I had was attractive, but I mean it was creepy old guy pedo stare. Yeah. Like it was just fucking. I remember I didn't know who he was, and I put the name in the computer where like I would put Jeremy's name is Jeremy, and then write down, and then his drinks in the computer, and I'd put Scotty's name down as fuck ass, and then I put his drinks in, and then Gene Stevenson, I actually put his as creepy old guy, and my cook comes out and goes, "You know who that is, right?" And I'm like, "Some fucking creepy old guy." He goes, "No, that's Gene Stevenson."
Oh God,
he was fucking.
He looks too much like Dabney Coleman, who played the prick in every movie that he was ever in.
Gene Stevenson, if you're listening, don't be so creepy. But
and be nice to people. He's kind of a dick to everybody. Anywhere I've ever seen him, he's just kind of a royal pain in the ass.
The other thing about
he was royalty around here for so long,
right? So he knows it and he flaunts it.
The other thing about what I was talking about with the Hooper hire is just for nostalgia. Some of you guys don't know I'm a big Cubs fan.
Yeah.
So I remember before we had Madden.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was, I can't remember if it was before Renneria, because they had Renneria and Rick Renneria, and then they had Madden. And there was a big deal about because Sandberg was coaching in the minors. He was coaching a AAA team, which was a fucking stacked AAA team at that point in time. And they wanted Sandberg to coach. Mm-hmm. And I was one of the few. A lot of Cub fans wanted Sandberg, and I was like, you don't just throw that guy in there because he played second base and he's a Hall of Famer. You just don't throw those guys in as a coach,
right? And
that's what the Hooper thing kind of reminds. And they didn't, and then he went to Philly, and then I think he coached the Phillies for a year or two, and then he got fired. Because
there you go.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's why you don't do that. And we've talked about it before on the show. A lot of these guys that have succeeded in professional sports in their sport.
Yeah.
Like George Brett and things like that. And you tell those guys, all right, you're going to be a hitting coach. You hit 400. Well, it came naturally probably to George Brett, a lot of it. Probably. And so that's sort of, but I mean, for what George Brett, Jeremy, you, I don't even know if I want to tell what you do for a living, but
I'm an aircraft mechanic.
Okay, he's an aircraft. Okay, so Jeremy's an aircraft mechanic. So drive. Like for Jeremy, if I'm gonna work on a plane and Jeremy knows everything he's doing, and Jeremy could look at me and just go, fix it. Just do this. And I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And I think it's kind of the same aspect for some of these guys, like a guy like George Brett, where it's like, well, just hit the fucking ball.
Yeah.
It wasn't so hard for me. It was easy. Just hit the ball.
Yeah. He's actually not the best example because he did come up from the minors with some big holes in his swing, and he's very famed for working with the hitting coach. I can't remember the guy's fucking name right now, but he developed that sweet swing after he went into the majors. Mm-hmm. So he was coached to that swing, and so he probably does know how to coach somebody else to do it. But yeah, it's like Michael Jordan being a basketball coach.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Why didn't anybody dunk it from the fucking free throw line?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Michael Jordan's kid sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. We played for the I'm an Illinois fan, University of Illinois guy. He played for the U of I. Jeffrey Jordan played for the University of Illinois. It was cool as shit seeing Jordan in the stands and a Lion-Eye shit. That's all you got out of it. He didn't even start, and then he ended up fucking leaving.
Yeah.
He never did anything again. And you would think Michael Jordan's kid would be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And he's not.
Yeah.
He's probably fucking running a car dealership or something somewhere.
Typically, the most successful coaches are the ones who are sitting on the bench.
Absolutely.
Watching the game as a whole, studying the whole strategy, those who can do and those who can't teach. And
yes.
That really does hold true with a lot of sports.
Yeah. I would take... I would still like any one of those guys. If any one of those guys are going to be head coaches, I mean, Mark Stanford, who I know you don't know, when he's been coaching, high school seniors forever.
High school and old people?
No,
Jesus Christ, that's amazing. How do they not tear a hip fucking sliding into third?
Kids going into college, so he's taking basically freshmen and turning them into baseball players for college. So it would be a good step for him if he wanted to do it. But any of those guys, I would be happy with. It's if Wichita State decides to do something really fucked up, and that's go elsewhere whenever they have a lot of options here that we could get. That
but they've got to want to come too.
Yeah. Yes,
Wedge, Pelfrey, and Dreifert, all three kind of have big MLB names, which does help with recruiting.
Sure,
absolutely,
damn right it does. And so I would be ecstatic for that if we get one of those four guys.
And I think all three are pretty smart baseball guys.
I do too.
Really.
Yeah,
I don't think there's a bad hire in the group, but I would take Wedge out of it.
Yes.
Oh, of course, I would too. Okay, let's see. Oh, did you see the beer that Aaron Rodgers can take a pretty good chug at?
Yeah.
Did you see that? What'd you think of that? What'd you think?
Man,
of that
guy can gulp.
You're a diehard Aaron Rodgers fan.
Oh yeah.
What'd you see there?
Yeah, I saw that he needs to lose his man card.
Yes?
Yeah, I that is fucking embarrassing. I like how he's like, oh, hang on. It looked like he was trying to chug fucking coffee, like scalding hot coffee. Like, oh, wait, one minute.
Yep.
I'm going to do, and then he still didn't finish.
No, of course he didn't finish.
No, he got about 3/4 of the way through.
It's like his NFL fucking season. He never finishes.
Yeah, I hope that was the same game where that guy bought his girlfriend a fucking drink.
Yes.
I hope that was the same game.
I don't know if it was or not.
God, that would make me so happy.
But basically, what was it, like a chugging competition somehow?
Him and the lineman. I think the lineman chugged too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he couldn't finish a beer. So Derek and myself decided to make a meme, put it on Facebook, and it's basically a plastic clear penis full of beer.
And he could chug that.
And he could chug the fuck out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Packers fans.
When you play football in Green Bay, Wisconsin, they breathe beer there.
Yeah, exactly.
The fucking atmosphere is fucking old Milwaukee.
Yes.
And Milwaukee's best. And Pabst.
Yeah.
A lot of Pabst going around. That's just the atmosphere there. You can't walk around without getting drunk.
Yeah.
And that's why most people from Milwaukee look the way they do.
Yeah.
So how in the fuck can you not chug a plastic cup of beer?
No, I have no idea. In the fact that Matthew Stafford made a video and sent it to social media of him chugging a beer was great. it made my day. It's like, God, Aaron Rodgers is a pussy.
The only excuse I can see is if he just got done chugging 12 other ones, and now he's fucking
getting ready to
Yeah,
puke.
okay, fine. But I don't think that happened.
No, I don't think that happened.
There was somebody I was talking to that was we were talking about just like different stadiums. And
Yeah.
they're like, man, if you've never been to Lambeau, it's amazing. And one other guy that was there was like, man, I don't know. I went to Lambeau one time and we were in the bleacher area and I had to have these 3 fucking obese chicks slide together and like they were visibly pissed so I could fucking sit down. And I asked him, I was like, what in the fuck were the Packers cheerleaders doing sitting in the bleachers? That's what I wanted to know.
I think Aaron Von Riker listens to this show, and I don't think he's going to like it.
I don't think he does now.
He turned it off. But anyways, yeah.
Speaking of Packers.
Speaking of fudge Packers.
Well, I was actually going to
Oh,
move it on to a legitimate.
go for it.
The Bart Starr.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Lost him.
He passed away.
Yep, one down.
Jesus Christ. He passed. Man, it was a rough weekend, Memorial Day weekend. You had Bart Starr, then you also had
Bill Buckner.
Billy Buckner. Yeah.
Bill Buckner's
Yeah.
gone.
And that was, for those of you who do not know, that's the guy that
In between the legs.
in between the legs during the World Series and blew it. That was the
Game 6, 1986 World Series
With the Mets?
against the Mets.
Yep.
Who was it? Mookie Wilson?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Slow roller.
It was
to first.
Mookie Wilson.
And all he had to do, they were up by 2 runs going into the inning. Somehow the Mets had tied it up with a man on third, 2 outs, slow roller to Billy Buckner on first base, who would have normally fielded this thing with no problem whatsoever, but it rolled between his legs, and the winning run scores for the Mets,
And then
which
the
sent
Mets
it
come
to a
back.
Game 7, and
the Mets.
fucking...
And he actually had a
Won
Cubs
the whole
batting
thing.
glove, I believe, underneath his baseball mitt because he played for the Cubs that year, too. I
Oh,
believe. That year or the year before.
That would have been why he missed that motherfucker.
All I know is it almost drove him to suicide, and that's why the Royals picked him up the next year.
Finish the job.
To finish it off.
and that's too bad because he is forever known for that.
For
play.
that. I actually have a ball signed by Mookie Wilson and Bill Buckner on the same ball.
You were kidding me. That's fucking awesome.
When was it? 2005, 2006, when he made an appearance
Yeah.
in Boston, and they gave him a fucking standing ovation, and that was I almost fucking cried. At that shit.
That's awesome.
It really was, because the thing is that Billy Buckner, for a career, was not far away from Hall of Fame numbers.
No, he
was
was
a
good.
very good first baseman. And in watching that footage, I don't know that he beats Mookie Wilson to first base.
Probably
even if he
not.
fields that clean. I think Mookie Wilson would have beat him to first base, and so it would have been an infield hit anyway.
Wow.
But never got to find out because he fucking bobbled it right through his fucking legs.
Yeah.
Something that you would discipline a first grader for.
Yep.
And I know about fucking defense in first grade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
all about it.
D-ball defensive
Dude, I'm
player
all
of
about
the year.
D.
That's
Fuck
right.
yeah.
That's right.
He's all about that D.
Yep. He loves that D.
But no, he was a good guy who got a lot more shit than what he deserved. He was a big reason why the Red Sox were there.
We're there in the first place. That's actually what I was going to say. You do that all the time.
Yeah,
You
I'm a very clever man. No, I'm thinking what you're thinking. I'm not very smart.
getting ready
at
to
all.
say no. You are bordering the line of dumbass right
But
now.
Bart Starr, who was a quarterback, the position where they just fucking sling that ball around, most well known for jumping over a line at the fucking 1 yard line, that quarterback sneak in the Ice Bowl. Oh, that's probably his most famous against the Cowboys.
Well, at least against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
But I don't know, guys. I think we're back in the mix. I think as far as getting used to doing a show, because the one before that was vacationing.
Vacation hangover.
Yeah, that ain't no shit.
That's what it was.
Yeah, I think now it was just Memorial Day weekend hangover for me. So
Not for me. It's my first day off.
yeah, exactly. But
I had a
anyways,
great fucking show. I don't know what your guys' problem was.
Right.
I'm
right.
tired of carrying your asses.
Hey, you want to do some strike force on like lines? lines of Strike Force.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean,
it's in a gel form.
It's liquid based, but
sure.
I just don't know how we're going to end up doing that.
What I
need
prefer
a
is
quick
to
pick-me-up.
snort it up my ass.
That'd be great.
That's what I like doing.
Well, I figured you probably want to drink it because then that helps you get rid of the hangover, you know? Faster. Maybe it's for your ass would be faster. I'm not sure.
Boy, I don't know. I can't speak to drinking it. I don't know really how it goes.
Guys, I think you guys should squeeze it into each other's asses after I leave.
No.
Not after you leave. That's not
No,
fair.
I want you here.
YouTubers, be prepared for video.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to be the fluffer this time.
No, I got shocked. Now you guys get a fucking
Okay.
ass chug some Strike Force while I'm gone.
Oh, Lord. I don't want to. But anyways, guys.
Why not? It comes in grape.
Yeah, I know.
And fruit punch, orange,
and Nick
original.
Foles.
Yeah.
Nick Foles. We'll do Nick Foles flavor.
Well, okay, but it's probably got a shit ton of caffeine, right?
No,
Like a
depends.
fucking pot of coffee's worth?
no, it's about a cup of coffee.
Really?
Yeah, no calories, no sugars. It's an excellent product. They're a sponsor of our show.
No sugar? Bullshit.
Dead serious.
Really?
Yeah.
Show me where it says
I
that.
bet there's glucosamine in there somewhere.
I don't know what's in there, but it's
Let's see.
good shit.
What about gluten? Is there gluten?
No,
You know, I've been off gluten for almost 6 hours.
no. The best part about it is
It's got 100% niacin.
I don't even know what that is.
That's the shit I put on my hair to keep my hair from falling out.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So that's what it helps. It helps with the hair loss too.
Right. That's why I'm real bushy down there because it makes a good lubricant.
Oh fuck.
Speeds you up, gives you that energy.
Jeez.
Strong boner.
Yeah.
Strike force.
Yeah. Strike.
You know what? I'll tell you what. I'm going to read the back of this
Boy,
in
they
the
don't want us
Duluth
to
underwear guy voice. That's what I'm going to do.
Go for
All
it.
right, you ready?
This is going to be good.
All right.
Strike Force Energy, flavor of freedom. We had one more mission after coming home. Create a drink to energize the team that didn't leave a nasty aftertaste. Life demands equal parts integrity, fellowship, a never quit spirit, and flavor. Lots of it. When it comes time for some real get up and go, kick the can and grab Strike Force Energy. Created for people whose toughness is second to none. Each packet contains the boost needed to power through and stay focused on any task. 0 calories, 0 sugar, packed with essential vitamins and a flavor to believe in. No, you can't stop, and you won't. Because the only easy day was yesterday. Strike Force Energy, brought to you by the Duluth Trading Company and Buck Naked Underwear.
There you go.
I am in love with the idea of a person who would take a big swig. God damn, that tastes like freedom. Holy
freedom.
shit. Liberty!
Yeah.
Check them out. They're a sponsor of the show. StrikeForceEnergy.com. Use the promo code No More Cans. But anyway, what?
I didn't say anything. I just love that is the most Kansas thing you can ever say. This is what freedom tastes like, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like Nick Foles.
Yeah,
That's what George Washington used to say when he came in a slave's mouth.
Oh God, that's terrible.
That was Thomas Jefferson.
He had him too.
Oh, he didn't come in the mouth. He actually had a kid with one.
Yeah. That's why I said Washington.
Okay, I believe you.
Oh boy. Well, anyways,
I believe you because I heard it.
Yeah, exactly.
God damn, I just
That's what his
freedom
teeth. That's actually what his
tastes
teeth
like.
were
Made
made
out.
from.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway.
it tastes like freedom with lemon.
Well, anyways, guys, check us out on Facebook, the Unfiltered Sportscast. We are on Twitter at the Unfiltered Crew.
Yep.
I always fuck that up.
Yeah, you're a fucking
Nobody
failure.
I
follows
am.
us.
Instagram, the Unfiltered Sportscast, and obviously on YouTube, Unfiltered Sportscast. So check us out. Share the show. That helps us out a lot.
Yes.
We're trying to grow this bad boy pretty quick, and we do that with your help. So share the show. Tell your friends. What?
We've kind of gotten a recent insurgence of some new listeners, and welcome on board.
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome. Tell
If
more
any
people.
of you happen to be a kazoo company and are looking to sponsor a podcast,
I hate this fucking thing. Anyway,
God damn.
yeah, I know.
how do you make a
That's
kazoo sad?
No
You made a
enthusiasm.
fucking kazoo sad.
God.
I don't know.
You give unenthusiastic blowjobs too, don't you, Scott?
That's why. Yeah, I do. I do give unenthusiastic ones. So you never want them again.
That's like losing
No, I'll
your
still
erection
take 'em.
fucking a sad clown.
Yeah.
Just bring me my knee pads, okay? All right. Well, do us a favor. Spread the show. Tell your friends if you like us. If you hate us.
Send nudes.
Exactly. Oh, shoot. You got shows coming up.
both
yes.
do.
You both got shows coming up.
June 26th, Night of Too Many Jeremys. I still forgot to look up the dude from Oklahoma. Spells his name wrong. His name's Jeremy. Then there's myself. There's Jeremy Ricci. Probably best chin in all of stand-up comedy. God damn, that fucker's handsome. I hate him. And then Jeremy Rush, who has none of those qualities. Also a local comic. But it is the Night of Too Many Jeremys, 8 o'clock at the Looney Bin on June 26th.
26th, yep, which is a Wednesday.
It's going to be a live recorded show, so we would love to have a packed house. Tickets are $10 in advance, $12 day of show, or if you're a fucking moron, you can pay $20 and get an all-access VIP pass, which includes an exclusive meet and greet with the comedians and a signed poster. Folks, I'm going to tell you this. I can't speak for the other comedians, but when it comes to accessibility, all you have to do is message me on Facebook, and I'll get together with you for drinks and light petting. That's how accessible I am.
Yeah.
Yes, that is how we met, actually. Yeah. God, you don't smoke. What's with your breath? God damn.
I don't know, but that was not light petting.
Yeah.
That was more like aggressive groping.
One man's light is another man's aggressive, I guess. But so anyways, if you want to do that, that'd be great. That's just more money to help out the show and pay for the recording and all that. I would recommend you don't, because we'll say hi and sign whatever you want anyway. I'll sign your ass cheeks. I don't care. But anyways, would love to see all the fans out there. Would love to have you come see me do stand-up.
There you go. Derek?
June 6th and 7th, I'll be at the Looney Bin here in Wichita with Sam Norton, who is actually a Wichita comedian originally. He now lives in Toronto. Very, very funny guy. We started around the same time. He's kind of touring around the world now, and I'm doing this fucking podcast. So, he's a lot funnier than me, but it should be a good show. That's June 6th and 7th. 7th or 8 o'clock on the 6th and 7:30 on the 7th.
Okay.
Which is Thursday, Friday.
Cool.
So that should be an amazing show. Come out and check it out. And I won't meet you at all.
Yeah,
but I will let you buy me a drink.
there you go. Anyway. All right. Well, now we can go ahead and end the show. So,
All right.
Yes.
guys, do us a favor. Please share the show, especially if you like us, tell your friends. And if you don't like us,
Tell your enemies.
And until next time, guys,
Take that filter off and make it dirty.
we'll see you. Take care. Bye.